Okay. So for the thumbnail, I'm sorry, the thumbnail should say, what happens to house in trust after death? So I would shorten it, okay? What happens to house in trust after death? I know it's not good English. Then in the description, you say, what happens to a house in a trust after death? All right, so that's the topic today. Here we go. And then, I don't know, you can have a picture of a house and maybe with some people in front or something like that. And maybe I can be kind of looking like that. How about that? That's what you get today. What happens to a house in a trust after death? Hi, I'm Attorney Paul Deloughery, and I'll answer that question in 4 key steps. So step 1, understand the trust. First, let's understand what a trust is. A trust is a legal arrangement where assets, things like a house, are held by a trustee for the benefit of beneficiaries. And they do that as outlined by the trust creator, and it's always set forth in a trust document. So when the creator of the trust passes away, the trust document dictates how the trust is to manage or distribute the trust property. Step 2, understand the role of the trustee. Now, after the death, the trustee plays a crucial role. It's their responsibility to manage the trust's assets according to the trust terms. This means they'll handle everything from maintaining the property to either selling it or distributing it to the beneficiaries. Step 3, legal and tax considerations. So at this point, the trustee must ensure that all legal requirements are met, including paying debts or taxes owed by the trust before distributing the assets. You don't want to distribute everything and then figure out, oh my gosh, I have to pay taxes. So pay the debts and taxes first. The trustee should consult with legal and tax professionals to navigate this process successfully. Then, step 4, distribution to the beneficiaries. So this is the distribution stage. The trust will specify, or should specify, how and when the house should be transferred to the beneficiaries. Should it be sold first and then the net proceeds distributed? This is frankly most common. Does the surviving spouse or a girlfriend or boyfriend get to live there for the rest of their life? Does the trust say that the title to the house should transfer outright to the beneficiaries? So it really depends on what the trust document says. And if it doesn't say anything, then that's really where you need to talk to a probate attorney. Okay, why is it called a probate attorney when we're talking about trust? Well, that's just the way it is, okay? So a probate attorney, probate and trust attorney will be able to guide you in this. Let me tell you a short story. I had a situation in which the trust said that the property was supposed to transfer to 5 or 6 kids, adult children. Now, that would have been a disaster because it would have required all the beneficiaries to work together, and they didn't all get along. They would have had to agree on the realtor, agree on the sales price, agree on whether to fix that broken window or not, and so on. You get the point. So what happened in that case was the trustee simply didn't know what to do, and he held on to the house, and it eventually went into foreclosure. So I just said it was going to be a story. I didn't say it was going to be a great story. But so yeah, unfortunately, in that case, the beneficiaries did not get what their parents had actually wanted them to get. And the trustee really was not complying with their duty to administer the trust properly. So someone should have reached out to an attorney years earlier to fix that. The point is that it sounds simple, right? Someone dies, house is in a trust, you sell it, everyone gets their money, yay. But Actually dealing with a house in a trust after the trust creator's death can get complicated. So, when a house is held in a trust, its fate after the trust creator's death is largely determined by the trust document, it's managed by the trustee, and subject to legal and tax considerations. And it also depends on having a responsible trustee who's willing to fulfill his or her duties as trustee and as set forth in state law. So that's why whether you're a trustee or a beneficiary, I really suggest that you consult with a probate attorney for guidance specific to your situation. If you're the trustee, the attorney will help you do what's required so you don't mess up. If you're a beneficiary, the attorney can make sure that you get what you're supposed to get. So I hope this helps clarify what happens to a house in a trust after death. For more information on probate and trusts, subscribe to our channel, Probate Made Simple. And don't forget to like and share this video if you found it helpful. Again, I'm Attorney Paul Deloughery, and thank you for watching. Okay, that was that.